Wassana Dharma Deshana.
If someone asks you, who is the Buddha? We have to answer for it. The Buddha means nothing but compassion and wisdom. There may be different people, those who are coming from different religious background. Someone may claim, I follow the God as an omnipotent God, who is the creator of this world. Of course, we have to respect them, also their views and teachings. At the same time, we have to focus on our teachings. Who is the Buddha? As I explained, the Buddha means nothing but compassion and wisdom. Therefore, if we want to follow the Buddha's teachings, definitely we have to promise ourselves to be kind and wise. If I ask you, each time when you recite these Pali terms to follow the Buddha's path, are you aware of the teachings of the Buddha? That means I have to be kind and wise. Of course, we have to be kind. I suggest, first thing is you have to be kind towards yourself first. Why? We have to realize, being a human is so rare. According to the Buddha's words, dullabhancha manussatang. Being a human is so rare. Compared to animal world, we are unable to count animal world. But we are able to count human heads. At the moment, world population is 8 billion. So, we are able to count human heads. But we cannot count how many animals are living on this earth or wherever in this realm. So that's why we are telling our followers, just think about your important time or valuable life. We have got a rare chance. That means we became a human or we became humans. We have to respect ourselves. The Buddha said, Anamatagoyam bhikkhave sansaro. This sansara means the circle of death and birth. This sansara is limitless. We cannot see the end. Just we are traveling over this circle of death and birth. It depends on our own karma. It doesn't mean everything is karma. Of course, everything is not karma, but karma is very important. It's a great point on this subject.
දිනපතා නවතම ධර්ම දේශනා ශ්‍රවණය කිරීමට වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා අපගේ YouTube නාලිකාව දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න. bell icon එක click කරන්න.
Samanta චක්කවාලේසු අත්‍රා ගච්ඡන්තු දේවතා සද්ධම්මං මුනි රාජස්ස සුනන්තු සග්ග මොක්ඛදං Dhamma savana kalo ayang badanta. Dhamma savana kalo ayang badanta. Dhamma savana kalo ayang badanta. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Eka puggalo bhikkhave loke uppajjamano uppajjati. Bahujana hitaya bahujana sukhaya lokanukampaya attaya hitaya sukhaya deva manussanang katamo eka puggalo tathagato arahang samma sambuddhoti. Dear Dhamma friends and devotees, first of all, I would like to wish and bless everyone to be well, happy and peaceful. This Dhamma Desana is sponsored by Mrs Chulangani Monarawela, who lives in United Kingdom. She hopes to spread the Buddha's blessings over her granddaughter Annika, who whose birthday is today, is 1st of March, to do well in her studies and wish her good health and a successful future. With these blessings, I would like to continue my Dhamma sermon. I would like to invite everyone to be with me with your pure thoughts. Dear Dhamma friends, today is hectic. Current world is so busy. Everybody is asking for happiness. At the same time, they are fighting each other to compete and then to have success in their lives. Finally, they used to end up with stress, depression, etc. Therefore, we have to focus on the Buddha's noble teachings and then to realize the real nature of our life and then to find what happiness is. This is what I am going to talk about on my sermon. Dear Dhamma friends, I quote some facts from the Buddha's noble teachings which comes in Anguttara Nikaya. Is one of discourses what the Buddha taught us to follow in our day-to-day activities. Eka puggalo bhikkave loke upajjamano upajjati. There will exist one person, only the one great person in the world. Bahujana hitaya, bahujana sukhaya, lokanukampaya. His existence creates lots of benefits and happiness for world. At the same time, worldly beings, not only that, not only human beings, but also for gods, all living beings. The Buddha's existence is a happiness for all living beings. This is what I am going to define on this sermon. Dear Dhamma friends, when we recite Buddhaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi, automatically it should be in our mind. That means we have to promise ourselves to follow the Buddha's noble path. That means the Buddha existed on this earth to grant happiness all over the world, including gods, humans, animals, etc. That means we have to be kind and wise and then to follow the teachings of the Buddha. When we recite Buddhaṃ Saraṇaṃ Gacchāmi, as I explained before, we have to promise ourselves to follow the Buddha's teachings of compassion and wisdom. If someone asks you, who is the Buddha? We have to answer for it. The Buddha means nothing but compassion and wisdom. There may be different people, those who are coming from different religious background. Someone may claim, I follow the God as an omnipotent God, who is the creator of this world. Of course, we have to respect them, also their views and teachings. At the same time, we have to focus on our teachings, who is the Buddha. As I explained, the Buddha means nothing but compassion and wisdom. Therefore, if we want to follow the Buddha's teachings, definitely we have to promise ourselves to be kind and wise. If I ask you, each time when you recite these Pali terms to follow the Buddha's path, are you aware of the teachings of the Buddha? That means I have to be kind and wise. Of course, we have to be kind. I suggest, first thing is you have to be kind towards yourself first. Why? We have to realize being a human is so rare. According to the Buddha's words, dullabhanca manussattam. Being a human is so rare. Compared to animal world, we are unable to count animal world. But we are able to count human heads. At the moment, world population is 8 billion. So, we are able to count human heads. But we cannot count how many animals are living on this earth or wherever in this realm. So that's why we are telling our followers, just think about your important time or valuable life. We have got a rare chance. That means we became a human or we became humans. We have to respect ourselves. The Buddha said, Anamatagoyam bhikkhave sansaro. This sansara means the circle of death and birth. This sansara is limitless. We cannot see the end. Just we are traveling over this circle of death and birth. It depends on our own karma. It doesn't mean everything is karma. Of course, everything is not karma. But karma is very important. It's a great point on this subject. That means, according to karma, karma means volition. According to our own karma, what we have created, we have to have lives. It could be in a human realms or human world. It could be in one of other realms like health or in animal world. If you have done lots of good things such as compassion, mercy, patience, respect, giving, offering, so on, definitely we are able to have a good realm. That means we may have a chance to reborn in human world, at the same time in one of heavens. Anyway, just we have to realize that everything is not karma. Though we are going to have a birth according to our karma, we are not telling that everything happens due to karma. Of course not. There are other subjects and reasons. That means there are other reasons such as weather, climate, disasters, and the nature. Also, their way of thinking. There are so many reasons. Just we have to go through our lives. But karma, what we are going to do with our thoughts, also what we have done in the past, this karma is important when we follow our lives. Again, I would like to remind what I said before. That means being a human is so rare. Being a human is so rare. Do you respect this rare chance? We have to respect ourselves. So that's why I ask you, first thing is you have to be kind towards yourself. I became a human rather than becoming an animal. And then I had to continue this life with happiness and peace. There are so many people, they are not respecting this rare chance. Sometimes they think being a human is just feeding their stomach and sleeping and growing the population or giving birth. It's same to animal world. It is Same to animal world. Therefore, being a human is so rare, it's important and great. We have to respect this great human life. So that's why I ask you, first thing is you have to respect yourself. How do I follow it? First thing is respect your parents. Why? They gave birth to you. Of course, you and me have done lots of meritorious deeds in the past, that means in our past lives. As a result of that, we became humans rather than becoming animals. When we come to this world, our parents help us. After we came to this world, they did everything what they could. You understand? See, how about infants? Just after they came to this world, they are helpless. They have to ask for help, other people. That means they have to cry for milk, or they have to cry to protect by mosquitoes or heat and cold, etc. Parents have to protect them and then to take care of them. Especially according to Asian culture, parents are sacrificing everything because of their children. That means I never condemn Western society, but still in Asia, especially according to the teachings of the Buddha, those who grow up on this soil, they used to do everything because of children. They used to say, dear son or daughter, you are the wealth in my life. You are like my eye. You are like a gem to me. You are like a heart to me. I am doing everything because of you. I want to know, one day you have to live on this earth being a happy person. I don't want to see you are going to suffer. You are going to lose your wishes and thoughts. Of course, I want to make you happy. So that's why I'm doing everything. This is what our parents are creating some thoughts in their mind. We have to respect our parents. At the very beginning of our lives, parents, other beings, came to us and murmured, I love you, darling. I love you, darling. I never leave you. It's all right. You understand how about their thoughts and wishes. Therefore, we have to respect them. We have to make them happy. We have to study well. We have to make our future bright. Still, we have to respect their views, sometimes suggestions. Parents may arrange children's marriages even. It doesn't mean parents have to do everything what they want. But with the experience of parents, with the experience of their marriages, they have lots of chances to guide us. How to continue your life, what kind of partner you have to choose, at the same time, how to go through your marriage life. There are things we call as, there are vicissitudes. That means Attaloka Dhamma. we have to face for labha and alabha. That means we have to face for gain and loss, blame and praise, happiness and unsatisfactory. There are so many things just we have to go through. Please understand. For last 2 years, we have to go through, or we have went through coronavirus or COVID-19. Understand? Health sector asks us to be secluded. You have to respect each other. You have to be quarantined. My Dhamma word is we have to be secluded. It is peaceful. But health sector asks us to be quarantined. You have to keep away other people, or you have to get away from other people. Otherwise you may affected by COVID-19 and then you may lose your valuable life. Of course, we had to continue that kind of followings. Just think about the real nature of these lives. Therefore, when our parents or adults or the people, those who are experienced, give advice, of course, just we have to listen. It doesn't mean you have to accept everything and then to apply into your life. But still we have to listen and judge over. Do experiment. You don't want to take long time, but with your own experience and education, you can understand what should I do, what should I not do, and then follow it. With the blessings of your parents, you can continue your future, your path. There are lots of family support, societal support, and then you can fulfill your thoughts. Respect your family members. There are brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles, grandparents. We have to respect. Why I'm going to talk about this much about our family background. Home is the base for our happiness. If someone doesn't know how to respect with their family members, how to follow respect with their family members who never know how to respect others. So that's why there's a saying, charity begins at home. Therefore, you have to start your behavioral patterns of compassion, wisdom, mercy, patience with your parent, with your family members at your home. That means you are going to respect yourself. Otherwise, some may addicted to evil behavior. Some may addicted to drugs and drinks. So that's why we are asking, especially young people, to protect yourself from evil world. There are lots of evil things which are existing all over the world. Therefore, by reminding everybody about your valuable time of humanity, just you have to use for a good cause. So that's why you have to be kind to yourself first. At the same time, you have to follow the spiritual path. That means you have to understand we are growing. Even for adults, just you have to remind yourself. You had childhood. You had a young life. Now you are passing that period. With past experience, you had to think, how about this valuable life? It is running fast. It's having constant changes. Always, we are losing our mental and physical energy. Nothing is permanent. Everything is impermanent. When we talk about impermanence or anicca, we are not asking anyone to cry, but to be mindful. What does it mean? Sabbe sankhara aniccate. Transient are all component things. Everything is impermanent. Everything that has a nature of arising has the nature of passing away. I would like to repeat it. Everything that has the nature of arising has the nature of passing away. That's the truth. Always, we are losing our time. We are losing our mental and physical energy. Any time, we may leave this world keeping everything behind. It doesn't matter how much you love yourself or others. Sometimes, as I explained before, parents used to say to their children, I never leave you. I promise you. I'll be there with you all the time. It is conventional. It is conventional. It's all right. But when we talk about or when we think about the reality of this human life or the reality of this nature, nothing is permanent. Though we are claiming it's me, but absolutely nothing to say mine or mine. Conventionally, it's right when you say, you are in my life. I'll be there all the time. Not to be afraid of your life because I'm here or I'll be there. Conventionally, it's right because it is needed for our protections and happiness. But what absolute truth is? What absolute truth is? That means anicca. There are three existences. There are three characteristics of existence. There are three characteristics of existence. What are those? Anicca, dukkha, anatta. That means impermanence, unsatisfactory, and no self. Those are the three characteristics of existence. If we came to this world, we have to go through impermanence, unsatisfactory, and no self. What does it mean? As explained, nothing is permanent. By saying that, I never ask anyone to be cry or to be inactive. Of course, by knowing this truth, you have to be active. Because being a human is so rare, but it is losing for each moment. Our time is losing for each moment. Therefore, we have to use for a good cause. We have to study, work hard. When you grow up, you have to follow your higher studies. At the same time, to be a qualified person to this world. And then find jobs, make money, should be rightful. And then it depends on your wishes. That means you have to get married, have kids, do your duties towards fellow beings, including your family members and loved ones. Of course, you have to do. But still, keep in your mind. We have to train our mind to accept the truth, what it is. Nothing is permanent. Any time we may lose these things. We may leave this world. That's the real truth. By thinking this way, we have to be right people. We have to be good people. There are so many teachings in the Buddha's path. So that's why. First thing is, I ask you to be kind and wise. When you kind to yourself, at the same time you may have lots of experience. With that, how to respect or how to be kind towards other people, including your family members. Blood is red, tears are salty. Can you understand my words? Though there are different people, those who exist on this earth, that means some people are white, so-called white, black, or colored, brown or colored, but still, blood is red, tears are salty. No matter which skin color you got by birth, which language you are going to speak, which religion you are going to follow, what country you got by birth, it doesn't matter. Feelings are same. Everybody is asking for happiness, especially mental happiness. Nobody wants to be eaten by anyone else. I would say everybody loves themselves. Nobody wants to be eaten by anyone else. By thinking this way, we have to train our mind to accept the real nature of this humanity. Humanity means love and compassion. Humanity means love and compassion. But still, love is Love. Love is kind of selfish. Therefore, I would like to suggest you to add the word of metta with the meaning into the word of love. Anyway, you may express your feelings with the word of love, but still we have to add the meaning of metta into that. What does it mean? Metta means, without asking for anything in return, our mind is ready to spread over. What does it mean? Without asking for anything in return, we are ready to help those who are needy. We are ready to hold others' hands if they are needy. Without asking for anything in return, my physical body is ready to serve other people, those who are needy. That means metta. Like myself, may I be well and happy. Like myself, my parents, brothers and sisters, partners, or wife or husband, grandparents, finally, all living beings. Not only human beings, but also all living beings. That means including tiny creatures. May they be well and happy. That means metta. With the meaning of that, just we have to follow the word of love. I like you. I love you. That's all right. If you love someone really, you don't want to hurt or harm that person. You have to protect those people like yourself. Of course, we can't help all the people, but we can help the people with pure thoughts. For example, when you travel on a plane, sometimes we don't know who is my neighbor. That means who is next to me. But still, we are having pure thoughts like myself. This person or these people have to be protected by my pure thoughts. Always I am wishing everyone to be protected, be well and happy. Of course, there may be evil people all over the world, but still, we have to protect our life from those people. At the same time, we have to protect our mind from evil thoughts. We are not supposed to invite evil thoughts of anger, jealousy, hatred, because of evil people are existing in this world. By saying like that, we are not supposed to dwell or follow evil thoughts in our mind. Remember, we have to protect our life from evil people without anger, jealousy, hatred. You may say it's hard. At the beginning, you may feel it's hard. But when we train our mind to practice metta and karuna, karuna means compassion. Also mudita, mudita means sympathetic joy or altruistic joy. Also equanimity, equanimity means upekha. When we practice metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, loving kindness, metta, compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity, those are good qualities what the Buddha asks us to follow daily. We are used to spread pure thoughts all over the world without asking for any kind of worldly wishes or expectations. This is what we really need. Now remember, this human life is short. Anytime we may leave this world keeping everything behind, but we are not asking anyone to be inactive or to cry, but to be active and then to be happy. For each moment, you have to use for a good cause. First thing is for yourself. When you have pure thoughts in your mind, that means you are transforming good thoughts into your veins, into your mind. That means you are purifying your thoughts. Not only that, you are purifying your bloods. See? So that's why mind is very important. Mano pubbangama dhamma. Mind is the forerunner. If you can train your mind like that, that means we are promoting our good qualities in our mind. At the same time, we are becoming a spiritual people. With these qualities, you are going to study, find jobs, make money, and then have a family. At the same time, you are doing some services towards this world. At the same time, you are spiritually right. You are spiritually promoted. You are spiritually wealthy. That means you understand. Any time I may lose everything. Therefore, I have to live at the present moment with the understanding of reality of this world. That means anicca, impermanence. Therefore, I have to do my service at my best. I have to do my service best. I don't want to violate any rule. I have to respect. We have to quote some teachings from the Buddha. The Buddha said, Panati pata pativirato hoti. You have to abstain from killing or hurting or harming any beings. You have to abstain from stealing which is not belongs to you. You have to respect your family lives. You are not supposed to abuse your five senses, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and body. You have to abstain from lying, including harsh words, slanderous words, and gossip. You have to abstain from taking intoxicating drugs and drinks. See, you may feel I am spiritually promoted, I am spiritually wealthy and healthy. According to those teachings, you are promoting two paths. That means your personal life and spiritual life. So that's why the Buddha said, being a human is so rare. Respect yourself. That means you have to be kind to yourself first. At the same time, with your own experiences, just you have to respect other people, including your parents, adults, etc. That means any time we may leave this world, but still we are happy. We are going to be happy people being on this earth. The Buddha's existence is so rare, like being a human is so rare. We have faced for these two chances. We have met with the teachings of the Buddha. Though the Buddha is not alive today, but the teachings of the Buddha is alive today. The Buddha passed away 2568 years ago. Though the Buddha is physically not existed, the Buddha passed away, but with his Dhamma, noble Dhamma, who is existed, we can see the Buddha. How? By following the Buddha's teachings, we can see the Buddha even today. Therefore, we have to use these rare chances for our own happiness. At the same time, we have to use these rare chances to others' happiness as well. I would like to invite everyone to be well and happy by the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May the Dhamma Desana offer blessings to your granddaughter Annika. That means Mrs Chulangani Monarawela is thinking. She is sponsoring this Dhamma Desana to invoke blessings towards Annika, whose birthday is today, the 1st of March, to do well in her studies and wish her good health and a successful future. As Venerable Monk, I would like to wish Annika to have a very successful life on her birthday. We have to wish for her and then to continue her bright future to be well and happy. Offering blessings to Mrs Chulangani Monarawela's brother, Chandra Monarawela, to have good health. Also, daughters Vilakshana, Harshini, son-in-law Tilina, granddaughter Duresha and Sujiva to have good health and to do well in their careers. To offer merit to her husband Raja Amarasekara D. Silva, who passed away 14 years ago. Also, her parents Sujata and Milton Monarawela, Nandavati and all other deceased relations and friends, and those in the armed forces who sacrifice their lives to bring peace to our country. May all of them attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana after a short journey through samsara. May the Venerable Monk who delivered this Dhamma Desana, Venerable Mirisse Dhammika Thero, also Gayan Dusanta, and the staff of the Wassana Dhamma Desana YouTube channel, those who help him to organize the Dhamma Desana, have the blessings of the Noble Triple Gems. Finally, I would like to transfer these merits towards departed, your relatives. By absorbing this merit, may they be well, happy, and finally attain supreme Nibbana. At the same time, I would like to transfer merits towards kind gods or deities, those who absorb this merit. At the same time, they may give all kind of protections, good health and safety towards Mrs Chulangani Monarawela and especially Annika, who is celebrating her 18th birthday today. At the same time, other family members. Also, those who listen to this Dhamma Desana, be well and happy. At the same time, all kind gods, may they provide good health, safety and happiness towards all of you. We would like to transfer merit towards all kind of gods by saying sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Finally, by the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, may you be well, happy and peaceful, attain supreme Nibbana. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu sasanang. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu desanang. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga mahiddhika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkhantu lokasasanang. May the triple gem bless with you. Anumodana.
වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා විදෙස්ගතව සිටින ඔබටත් ඔබේ ජන්මදිනය වෙනුවෙන් ඔබෙන් වෙන් වූ නෑහිත මිතුරන් වෙනුවෙන් පුණ්‍ය අනුමෝදනා කිරීමටත් සුජීවත්ව සිටින ඔබේ දෙමාපියන්ට ආශිර්වාද කිරීමටත් වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා YouTube නාලිකාව ඔස්සේ දායකත්ව ධර්ම දේශනා ප්‍රචාරය කිරීම සඳහා දැන්ම කතා කරන්න 071 57 57 13 දුරකථන අංකයට 071 57 57 13 දුරකථන අංකයට දහම් ඇසූ ඔබ සැමට තෙරුවන් සරණයි.
071 8 57 57 13 071 8 57 57 13.
වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා දිනපතා නවතම ධර්ම දේශනා ශ්‍රවණය කිරීමට වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා අපගේ YouTube නාලිකාව දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න. බෙල් අයිකනය ක්ලික් කරන්න. වස්සාන ධර්ම දේශනා